in terms of like you actually can imagine the efficacy and the success in saving millions of lives with these COVID vaccines, especially at this lightning speed in which they're produced. There are other therapies as well. So to talk as though that's not true is ridiculous. But then looking at this, 500 million cut for future, you had a clip of someone else talking about all these other alternate therapies that we're not going to get anymore because this was cut. I mean, this is absolutely indefensible, right? There is a kernel of truth to some of the rhetoric that I've seen on elections in terms of it was the living swab, which is responsible for spike protein lingering longer than we expected. Sometimes it's found 6 months later in most cases and things like that. So that was a bit unexpected. But how do you? And by the way, all of the side effects have been completely overblown by frauds like Brett Weinstein, completely fabricated. All of these, just complete falsehood. There certainly is nothing there. And if you can talk about but how do you answer that question? You do more research, right? You study it. You don't gut the FDA and the CDC. You don't have billions of dollars of budget cuts. You don't push brilliant scientists out of the country and prevent other brilliant foreign scientists from coming into the country due to RFK's policies and Trump's attitude towards immigrants. It's just a complete mess. I mean, it's a deterioration of the American scientific community right before our eyes. And RFK and the Trump administration are directly responsible for it. That's really all there is to it. As far as what was the last,
but on that big picture, the big picture point is about why is the experts are being so expert? Why is America so helpful?
I mean, it's complicated, right? America is absolutely unique among the world powers in terms of, number one, not having affordable health care, not having access to healthy food, not having access to affordable health care. Like, this is what's driving health concerns. So if you want to address these things, obviously we have to figure out how to make healthcare better, and so that's going to help with health insurance industries and things like that. But also just kind of taking it more seriously. If you want to understand that RFK pushes this, this explosion in chronic disease, 54% prevalence, and it's all massively ramped up at 1989 in the disease structure in Brunswick. It's complete rubbish. I mean, we obviously know Brunswick isn't good for you. So that means, okay, what are you going to do? Like, enforce laws that prevent people from manufacturing and being fast food? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. But more importantly, why would we research genetic-based diseases? Certain behavioral neurological diseases are largely genetic, and then even stuff like obesity has a very large genetic component and researching that more. And then just ultimately economics, like say post-World War II, just America has become this venue where, the oligarchy is just consistently vying for supremacy, specifically being that U.S. is the, at the moment remains, I believe, the premier global power. That may change soon or is already in the process of changing, but that's why we see this continued transference of wealth from into the oligarchy. And that's going to generate incredible amounts of poverty, and with that, you don't have access to healthy food, you don't have access to health care. That's the main problem. That's what we should be focusing on.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you very much. Well, listening to all that was Brett Dewar, one of the two people I interviewed earlier, and stayed on this to listen to what they had to say. Brett, what's your response to that?
Well, I agree with a lot of what was said. I mean, it's part of the debate format to jump on everything that's being said by the other Brett. That things like, activists have been studied forever, and they're not linked with these catastrophic consequences. The mRNA vaccines have saved millions of lives. Yes, we can always improve our vaccine safety monitoring, but the vaccine safety monitoring is still in the CDC for good. And they don't have to know very well. Not that I was clear. Not the mRNA vaccine is the practice of the spike protein that we saw with adenovirus. And so I agree. I certainly agree that vaccine, basic and all the vaccines and the interest in scientific societies like IDSA is just a way to guarantee that the results that necessary vaccines are going to and to put some modest the journalist was there who said, "Look," he said, "yeah, this is what we should do," but he's already starting to put people who have pseudoscientific beliefs. I do want to say one thing about America being unhealthy, and I